Oh, Game of Thrones season 2, episode 2 review. Why? Didn't click record. Hate to see it, but we do what we must do with what we have, right? So here's a slideshow, right? Let's start with Like and Subscribe by Jeffrey Socrates, please. First up, who is this guy? He seems to be very informative. And on top of that, he has the same accent as the sword teacher guy. You don't really get much accents, especially with the same dialect. Are they related? Was the sword teacher a slave, or was he forced to be in the capital because his brother or cousin, companion, comrade was in jail and he died? Like the sword guy died protecting Arya. So now he is sent to Night Watch. But he looks clean though. Very clean compared to the other two that were like fucked up. So, and he knew Arya's name. To Arya expose herself, dude. She exposed herself because the knights came looking for somebody and she instantly said, oh, they're looking for me, to Gendry. But they were actually looking for Gendry. Oh, by the way, the Night Watch guy, the Black Watch, he's a G, bro. He put that thing right, right in little Mister's little, right in the little artery. That guy, very savage. I like that guy. But they were actually looking for him, and now they're threatened, and Gendry might be betrayed by these two little kids. And on top of that, the what do you call it, the City Watch, they came quick, very quick, quicker than I thought. I thought time passed, and these guys would have been like at least halfway there. But it makes sense because they have a lot of people, a lot of stuff, so they were at the camp, take their time compared to two guards riding on their horse probably all night or for a while, right? But Gendry also knew Arya was a girl instantaneously, so probably other people also know, and he did call her out. He said, "All right, just whip it out and pee." She's like, "I don't have to go right now." Okay, just whip it out. That's what I said. Well, so that's an interesting dynamic, and she told them exactly who she was. She literally got like exposed her cards. And now that I look at this, look at the way he's looking at her. This dynamic had had me excited. Not her, because she's gonna cause problems already. I can already tell. But these two, they're both good at reading people. They both are good at verbal manipulation. They are both good at playing their cards right. And apparently they're both survivors. One is an eunuch. The other one survived many things because they're lucky, right? And apparently Littlefinger, the pimp, because he was out here pimping, whispering, yeah, he was just straight pimping. He was just straight, I don't like bad investments, so you better stop crying. He said that there was a woman in his brothel who he invested in, but she also was crying constantly, so she brought him no money until somebody very wealthy, his father, most likely, bought her. So I was thinking and saying that she was the exotic brothel girl. and she was constantly crying. And then Lannister's Tyrion's dad bought her and did a bunch of inconceivable things, which is why now she's like a freak, right? He brought that freak out of her, basically trained her, if that's true. That's why she doesn't want to talk about her past. That's why the father told her don't take her. Like, so she definitely was a noble or somebody from a faraway land with some level of like status. You wouldn't do that to just a random Moor, right? But that dynamic, that's gonna be a good one. Oh, this guy, bro. He infuriated me. I don't get mad like that. But this guy, Sam, was like, what are you doing, bro? What are you talking about? Like, what? Honestly, he reminds me of certain men in real life, and like maybe that's why. Maybe that's why I had some resentment to this man because he's putting everyone in danger, or did for a second. I thought he would be the one causing problems, but it was actually John. So that was a red herring. But this guy, I haven't seen a girl in so long. Is that a girl? Is that this? That? Bro, shut up. Shut up. I. And on top of it, he has a good heart. But that good heart needs to learn common sense. That's really what he's lacking, is the fact that he doesn't have a common sense and social cues to understand his surroundings. So far, right? Let's say that's his character development. But damn, he pissed me off, bro. He went to the wife, tried to save her, brought her to John. John's like, bro, what are you doing? Like, go. We can't be doing this right here, right now. So this guy, he's gonna be in a lot of trouble. Maybe he saw John go into the forest to save the kid, but we'll see that. Ugh, this guy. Ooh, Daenerys. She is at rock bottom. This is probably worse than when she escaped from her country, Westeros. That's what they call it. Because she was a noble and she had to escape as a little girl, but her brother took care of her, essentially. This is probably worse though, because she's actually starving as an adult, made false promises so far, right? She hasn't completed them. Like, and her own people are starving. Like, they chose that, but you do gotta hit rock bottom to find yourself, to find your strength, and to climb back up. And that is the development of character right there, and growth. That's actually very good for her. Rip the guy. He found apparently another Dothraki horde or group, and they just straight up killed him, bro. They're like, get out of here. And they painted the horse with what, his blood? They kept the horse though. I mean, that is like their sacred beast. But apparently he's chopped up and not burned, so that means his soul can never wander to the other side. And she's pissed. She's like, I gotta do something, dude. She needs to. She can't be sitting there starving. She needs to make moves. I wonder however people would see her, she eats the horses. I mean, the horse is also good for trade. You know what I mean? That is a last recourse. This guy. The sister finger. Oh my. First off, that was the most mundane thing so far. At first, I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, wait a second. There's already been worse. This goes to show delusion is not reality. What goes on in your head is not reality. Your fantasies, not reality. What is reality? He has false, noble air pride. Nobody welcomed him. Nobody cared. His father is jaded, by the way. But he had this fantasy of being this grand welcome, this prominent figure. Everyone knows him. Everybody cares about him. And then what happened to what was reality? He literally entered the shore. Nobody cared. Nobody welcomed him. Nobody gave a damn. He had to pay money to some random dude for information, and his fantasy was shattered. That's why you gotta think in black and white, bro. Yes or no. Black and white. Until you see it is not reality. Sister finger. And he has like this, he came in with like this false bravado, this whole like false aristocratic pride. And I wonder what his character development would be though. Because like I said before, he seemed very wishy-washy, very trying to prove himself, right? The jaded king. This guy was just mad. Just very bitter that he lost. Very bitter that he lost his position, lost his power, apparently lost his son to keep him in check to the Starks. But he rebelled or something like that to someone and he lost. Simple as that. He's just a bitter guy who lost the battle and tried to do something. I wonder if we're going to see a past battle in the past. Because so far it doesn't seem like they showcase the past. It's just, it happened, right? There doesn't seem too much what's it called? Oh. Just showing the past. I don't know, but my brain right now is just thinking of food. And he plans to join the war. Subconscious. He stated, not stated, but he insinuated that he was going to join the war, just not to the Starks or the Lannisters. Actually, he just said, I'm not joining the Starks. And apparently there's 4 parties right now. There's the Starks, the Lannisters / the King, both of the Baratheons brothers. One has 100K, the other one has a fucking witch. She's like breaking down a little bit, but she still has her composure. Cause she's been in the political game since what? She was a child. 13 years, 14 years. But I do notice every time she's like anxious, insecure, she like fidget with her fingers. That showcases the inner child in her. I never been really safe. Everybody's my enemy. I wonder where she got that from, because each child should have a piece of the like dad. we haven't seen much of the dad, but each one should have something that stemmed from him, right? Can't put my finger on it. I would have to see more, but that's why I get the gist of. So she's very worried about Jamie. Oh, everybody here is apparently thinking with their genitals, and that is causing major problems at the majority of everybody. There's only been one person who hasn't. Actually, two. Actually, a few. And they're really the Starks. Everybody else, and Jeffrey, really. Everybody else is thinking with their dick, and that's causing problems. And she clapped back very deep to Tyrion. And this succubus, bro, who is this? And who is this apostle out here, dude? Is she a succubus of the Light Lord, the Demon Lord? Is there succubuses here? Is there elves? I promise you, bro. There has to be elves. I've been harping on this. Somebody's an elf. That old guy, I still haven't forgotten about him. He's an elf, bro. I'm telling you. And then this guy, I don't even know. Apparently has a wife. She's in Clock Tower. Hasn't given him babies, meaning she don't like him. She's not opening the flower in her heart or womb because he doesn't produce that masculinity for her. That's deep, bro. That's deep. That's a deep topic. She's succubus. Is she sucking his energy? Apparently, he's not a real follower though. So, and this guy, I thought, like I said, Sam would be causing problems, but no, it was Jon. He saw it at middle of the night, made a bunch of noise, and then got bink, a big bink. But the dude was giving the baby to something. Ice elves? Bro, there has to be elves out here, dude. Don't do this to me. It's not the Nightwalkers. But either way, he fucked up. He's gonna be... He saw something he should not have seen. And let's say they are the Nightwalkers. That means the dude's been giving his child to the dead. For what? So they don't attack him? They're gonna attack him anyway, right? Like eventually. If their goal is to mass an army, he's dead. You know what? It's probably one of those like, you're not going anywhere. Let me make you feel safe. Down the line, we'll just eat you, right? Because the zombies seem to have a mastermind, a leader, a general. So somebody's thinking strategic. I literally thought it was ice elves, dude. They were speaking some weird shit. But Jon is gonna be on trial. He's gonna be either disposed of, like just kidnapped and disposed of, or killed. Actually, he could have been killed, but he got binked. And killing him will cause everybody else to like turn on this guy. So, and with that note, that is my review. Please like and subscribe. Do my best not to let that happen again.